Hello, hello, Maria Horstman, your personal trainer and FDN practitioner. Today, I would like to take a few minutes to walk you through a simple and yet effective warm up exercise routine for you to practice and do before your workouts. So notice that what I'm going to be doing here are dynamic stretches, meaning that they are actually the body, and we're not going to hold the movements, or actually dynamically move the body in preparation for movements that we're oftentimes going to use and muscles that we're going to use during the workout. So I invite you to practice always at least 5 minutes of a warm up. That is in addition to maybe a walk or on a treadmill or a light jog or something like that. Let's warm up the body, upper body, lower body, hips, and back. Okay. So let's go through this real quick. So first of all, let's start with some leg swings. And what I like to do is to hold yourself, put your hands somewhere for stability, and we're just gonna swing the leg. Now we want to swing the leg, not actually the hips, all that kind of stuff. Okay? So right here. So in the front, go as far as you can. In the back, I want you to feel actually your hamstrings and your buttocks. So we want to do 10 of these, on each side. So I always like to start with leg swings. Okay, I'm not sure if I did 10 over here, but you get the point. You count yourself. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. So now that should be feeling kind of warm up a little bit. I like also to get a stick like this. It could be a broom. This is a PVC pipe, or could also be a band where we're going to be doing what is called pass-throughs. So basically, we're going to pass through this band. So we're going to get some resistance over here where you're going to actually stretch it out. So this is great for shoulder mobility, okay? Getting warm up the shoulders. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass through this, over your head all the way down to the bottom. All right? I'm going to do this one with the PVC pipe so you can see it a little better. It works. It's kind of breathing mechanism that will help you to accomplish this. And yes, you can do this. First time I saw this many years ago, I said, oh, I cannot do it. Yes, you can do it. So what we're going to start is make sure that your shoulders are tucked over here. You tuck your butt, tuck your calves, and your toes. And we're going to go and notice that I'm elevating my shoulders over here to pass through, and then we're going to go down. So the key is to not actually bend the elbows. And it might take a few minutes for you to get through. And to notice that the most difficult part is right here, spanning through over the head, right? And on the way back, and the way forward. So often, what I do is I hold my breath just when it's about to pass through. So like this. So you want to do this about 10 times. It might take a few practices, but every person can do this, okay? Unless you have some, frozen shoulder or something like that. But it seems impossible, but it's not. So I want you to do 10 of these. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the floor, warm up the body in the back. So I want you actually to lay down flat. I want you to put your palm of your hands down, facing down. And you can actually cross over one leg at a time. So go all the way to the other side while you keep your shoulders on the floor as much as possible. And alternate legs. And this, you're going to feel this stretch right here in your lower. Okay? Some over here in your hips, obviously, and some on your hamstrings, as you can see. So let's go. What I want you to do over here is about a total of 20. And we're not going to be doing 20 over here on your own. I want you to do 20. So turn around. And we're going to do a very similar movement. Palm of your hands down, and we're going to cross over the leg to the other side. Right here. Keep your shoulders down. Go as far as you can to the side. You're going to do about 20 of these as well. Okay? Next thing I want you to do is a pigeon pose. And we're going to get those hips going. So I want you to put that leg forward. I want you to keep at 90 degrees. So this is my right leg. 90-degree angle right here. When you put your hands next to that leg. And the other leg is going to go all the way to the back. So keep your back straight as much as possible. I want you to press the hip down. So what you're gonna feel here is your hips. You're gonna feel some of the quads over here, lower back a little bit. Okay, but this is especially good for hips. All right. So what you're gonna stay over here is about 30 seconds in each leg. So once you do that one leg, you can just turn around to the other leg. So what you don't want to do is like this, right? You don't want to do is this for the moment or back over here. You want to keep this 90-degree angle, press your hip down. And breathe calmly. Okay, so this is more of a static movement, but it's really great for your hips. So after that, what we're going to do is, again, hold for 30 seconds. Let's go just stretch out the legs, the adductor muscles. So keep your body straight over here. So that means is don't lean forward like that. So go straight. Keep it here. Don't lean. Don't go too far out. Just keep your chest straight. Go to the stretch zone where you feel your adductor muscle. I'll move a little bit so you see what I'm doing. And stretch. I want you to go a total of 10 on each side, okay? Right there. So feel the stretch before you actually come to the front position. There you go. Next thing we're going to do over here is we're just going to do some hamstring stretches. Let's go down as far as we can. So about 10 of these, okay? After you do 10 of that, and which I'm not counting, but hopefully you are on your own. Okay, this is more of a demonstration of movements anyway. Right? So we got that done. You want to stretch your quads a little bit. Again, that's another static movement, but again, it's good to wake up your quad muscles. That's the front of the leg, especially if you're going to be doing squats and things like that. I always recommend any routine to have some leg work. You never skip a leg day. You're going to hold for 30 seconds on each side, okay? And what you want to observe here is that this knee should be kind of side to side of the other leg instead of the knee being forward, the knee being backwards. So you want to keep your body straight, and this, guys, or ladies, next to each other. That's where you're going to feel the most stretch on your quad muscles. Good deal. Excellent. Yeah. Hopefully you're feeling the stretch. So another thing you can do over here to walk up, wake up the upper body, especially if you're going to be doing jumping, is just get your, heels, of heels, your calves away. Although, there's another way to get this done as well, which I have a lot more fun doing it, is when you come over here to the floor, okay, you do a downward dog. So you stretch your shoulders like that, and you actually bend your knees one at a time. This is great. And then you can come back over here, do a cobra, look right, look left, look right, look left. You want to hold this cobra for 30 seconds as well, and go back to, your hips. So again, you want to stretch out the shoulders, okay? Your chest is going towards your quad muscles, and then you can bend one knee at a time. Let's get a nice stretch for the neck. And now that we're down here, what we also want to do is to practice what is called walking. So I'm going to go to the plank position. We're going to walk around. It's a great stretch for the upper body and also your legs. So keeping the legs straight as possible, we're going to walk back. Okay? So sometimes if there is some if your hamstrings are tight, you're going to have to bend the legs, but the idea, and that's okay if that's your starting point, but I want you to go as far down as you can without bending, okay? And go, be careful over here. If you're going to walk forward, there you go, get into a nice plank position, straight back, meaning plank position, you're not doing this, not doing that. You're really getting to feel your ab muscles. And go back. So we're going to do about 3 to 5 of these. We're good. Feel the stretch, good plank. And that. And then you always want to do a little bit of a cardiovascular movement for 30 seconds or so. In that case, could be jumping jack, could be some high knees, could be some butt kicks, anything in that order, okay? And so jumping jacks, keep the arms straight in the top. Then again, keep track of your heart rate. And if this is too much for you, you can always do this as a starting point. That's okay too. You start where your body, you meet your body, where is that now? And with consistency, you're gonna get better. So high knees, basically, elevate the knees, and that's too much, fast right here. I have to keep my hands straight and forward so I know how far I have to bring my knees. And then there is kickbacks or butt kicks. So just bring your heel towards your hand close to your buttocks. If that's too much, right here, that's effective too. That's your start. So those are some movements for you to consider during a warm-up. So we did some back, we did abs, we did legs, and we do some shoulders, okay? Well, since we're here talking about the shoulders, a couple more things that I'm going to show you too. Especially if you're doing push-ups, anything overhead. So what I want to do is kind of keep your thumbs up, and we're going to go back as far as we can. So we're going to hug ourselves on the front and keep the back. So what is important here is to keep the height of your arms, elevated as far as your shoulders instead of being down here. This is not as effective as if you go all the way back. So here you're getting your pec muscles, and you're also going to get your skeletal muscles warmed up as well. So, do about 20 of these. That's great. Give yourself a hug. Love yourself, which is great. Keep the thumbs back and make sure that your arms going as far as you can down. Okay, you can always stretch your triceps over here. That's more of a static movement, right? You can hold this for 30 seconds in each arm. And again, what you want is to get your body straight. Always engage your exhale when you're standing up. And pull the arm back. This is a classic. So hopefully this was helpful. And if you have any questions, let me know. Take care.